Alright, folks. Yeah, I shot a video earlier, like this week, and I was just too damn. I guess I drank too much and I couldn't fucking figure out half what I was saying. I knew what I was saying, but I start rambling, and then I lose my train of thought. You know, especially if you drink cold beers, and unless you have a really message behind it, it's just the subject's too big, you just start wandering. It's calling tons of finished out the frames. Let's get to the point. Actually, the last video, basically I didn't broadcast it. This last semi-draft video I made, I wanted to talk about concepts of the Friday the 13th. Some guys wanted to know what the Friday the 13th was about, and you know, what does it mean and stuff. And I started thinking a lot about it. I was like, what the fuck is the Friday the 13th? Is this just derivative of the folk duel, or what is it? And you know, and how do you feel? You know, like what does it mean to post work? It's a kind of form of criticism, and it's esoteric, and that's the key thing you have to realize. It's not cheap burns, you know. It's and also for me, it has to deal with the folk art. Now, why would you want to associate folk art with Friday the 13th? Well, it's because folk art is a genre, and it deals in these farmy, rural, backwoodsy kind of thing. Friday the 13th is kind of a rural scenario. Except when Jason went to space, that was kind of stupid. But the beginning of the first Friday the 13th, you know, it was this backwoods Cretan, you know, and plus the nature of Friday the 13th anyway. It's about bad luck and unluckiness or superstitions, you know, and I guess, you know, there's 3 videos. There's only been 3 or 4 videos I made about Friday the 13th. The first one was this one about red and tarface or blackface, or red and blacktop. There's a video. Here's a video. If it links up, links up. And then the others are on. You can see them on my regular channel here. And basically, all the work I made was sort of like jabs at someone that they would only get, and the public might not get it. And this is kind of like the nature kind of art I like to make, anyway. Is that it's on the folk art. So see how that works. How do you use the word folk art? You know, I used to have this moray or this saying. It says it's better to paint small things in big ways than big things in small ways. And what that means is that big thing. It's like movies or something. You know, it's better to make a really subtle, non-threatening movie. If you're gonna make a horror movie, sometimes the less spectacular, the better. And it's always done in subtleties and slowness, and that may be more graphic and horrific than anything that could be overblown. You know, like you look at horror movies now compared to the way they used to be. When it gets into these big sci-fi or gets into supernatural things, they're trying to overwhelm you with special effects and threatening. You just get desensitized to it, and it becomes a jobbly bullshit. You know, that's like painting something. That's like a big theme painted in a small way. In other words, they're taking on a subject matter that's so humongous, but they're trying to show it to you, but they can't. It doesn't work. You know, it has no resonance to it. Well, folk art's not really a big subject matter. People see folk art as being boring, cute, silly, you know. There's a whole genre to all that kind of stuff. And also you have to have kind of a rural background. But I consider it kind of a small thing. But you have to know how to paint it in a big way, which is you impugn it with your own sort of mythology. And the Friday the 13th thing, which is when I started doing it against Red, with the one video, the Tarface video, or you know, those were all pictures derivative that he would probably understand, but no one else would. And you would think, well, what's the point of that? Well, it's like a soap opera, you know. Friday the 13th is sort of an extension of a soap opera between, you know, me and a couple of these guys out here. And some people get it, some people don't. If they don't get it, you're not obligated to tell them anything or know anything about that. You know, so it's like any kind of art. It's not there to kiss their ass, you know, show them. Fuck it. I ain't really been in a mood to deal with studio or too much video. And so what's going on? What's up in the studio? Let me just give a little brief bullshit. Got my coffee. Tell you to drink that. Hammer with this cheap sugar shit. Jolly Champ. This painting I'm working on. It's called Fat Little Red Pig in his brick house with the bears and wolves trying to penetrate. It'll be called Rabid Dog Pit. There's 2 more of these guys. You can see how they're kind of coming along. Still working on them. Got these damn Jolly Chimp things running. Let me see, what else is there? I'm making this one major deal. I'm making this thing for this Christmas carnival thing over at Rec Center. So it's a gallery downtown. It's not really a gallery, it's more like a showing space. But it's going to be called the Nacho Wiener Log Jam. It's going to be right along there with this other thing I made, the Operation Table. You know, I did that over at the Collab, and it was about the biggest waste of food I think I've ever. It's probably one of the classic. It's probably one of my biggest cater disasters ever. $80 was put in this thing. It actually was really good. It tasted good. It looked good. There's some little clips of it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
Thanks. I think it's awesome. I'm stealing bacon. Bacon.
Yeah, after that thing was over, but what happens is that I come up with these retarded ideas for food contraptions, and I like making them. They're fun to make and design them and stuff, and they're just, I need to get a really good camera and do it all in slow motion, because the log jam, the Nacho Wiener Log Jam, I could see in real high def slow motion the nacho cheese pouring down this thing. You'll see it. So here's how big it'll be. Let me show you. Over here. Here's my other little place. This is how big it is right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. I got to have it done in about a week or two. About a week. You can see it here, and a little bit like a little channel is going to come over here. It's going to pour into like a giant lake of nacho cheese, but the wieners are going to go down this little chute, and I got to cut a current. And also, I'm going to have these little characters all over them too, with Christmas tree lights. It'll all be painted up like a giant toy. Sounds like fun, huh? Oh, it's getting colder again. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm in high monkey business. I'm making about 10 of them. Y'all can see up there. I'm making about 10 of these Jolly Chimp portraits based on, a study of that guy there. Selling for $100 a piece. So this is kind of like my my infomercial. Oh, I felt so bad about Red being such a dick to him that I made this thing for him. It's real special. Real special. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's called, here it is right here. There's the Red character right there. It's going to be him holding up this little, it's like my Christmas present to Red. It's called the Nacho Wiener Log Jam. I'm making it for a art display. I have this thing going on this Saturday. It's like a little carnival thing, and basically I'm gonna put the hot dogs, wieners, gonna go down here on this trough, and then they're gonna land on this thing here, and they're gonna go down to here, and it's just more of a Christmas display for the kids and stuff. But I thought Red, since I don't want Red to be seen as an asshole anymore. He's a good guy. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna redo the face and has him holding on to little stuffed animals and all the little fun and happy things of this earth. We're here to celebrate Red's joy and love. Merry Christmas.